Welcome to Happy on Purpose. Today, we're celebrating the joy of freedom, fur, and a whole lot of tail wags. My guest is Marlo Magee, the heart behind Okanagan K9 Adventures, a North Okanagan business that takes dogs on true wilderness hikes. No humans, no leashes trailing behind, just Marlo and a small intentional pack exploring forest trails, rivers, and mountain paths, giving dogs the chance to do what they were built for: move, sniff, play, and belong. It's part adventure, part therapy, part wild joy, and somehow in the middle of it all, Marlo teaches calm, trust, and balance, the kind of lessons that ripple far beyond the forest. Today we'll talk about how this work began, what she learned from years of walking with packs, and what these dogs remind us about instinct, trust, and joy. Welcome, Marlo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So in the beginning is where I like to start. So if you wouldn't mind, just take us back to the start. How did Okanagan K9 Adventures come to life?
I was suffering burnout. I was a workaholic, essentially, previously, so I decided this isn't working for me anymore.
Yeah.
So I took a break, and I staying with my friend at his lakefront cabin, and I sat cross-legged on the floor and used a dry erase marker on a white fridge, and I just wrote my ideas on this fridge, and then I'd scoot back on the floor and against the stove, and I'd read it, and it's just like
It lit you up.
anything that I thought that would be fun, anything that made me smile, I was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do those things. And so I just started. I answered a Facebook ad.
Okay.
This woman who was at her wit's end with her dog. And was a 3-year-old coonhound, and he's been through some issues. We never quite know what's happened, but yeah, he was just wild. And when I met the dog, I looked at him and I thought, I feel the same, the very same way you do.
Oh.
So I just said, let's just walk. So that was over a year and a half ago, and him and I were alone for the first probably 3 months.
Oh, wow.
We walked 4 days a week. I talked and talked and talked, and he talked. He's a big bow wow.
As a hound?
Yes,
As a
he's
hound?
a bow wow.
Yeah.
And he is expressive. He's very spirited. So yeah, and to this day, he's my number 2 guy.
Little soul dog.
He's in charge of the front. He knows me. He knows exactly what I expect. He guides the others. And then he shows me that I need to exercise a lot of patience.
Oh, patience. Dogs, they teach it.
Patience and just the trust of the process. Trusting that the dogs are going to do exactly what they're going to do, and they're going to come back to me.
Yeah.
I just need to be patient.
I think that's such, sorry to interrupt you, but I think that is such an important thing, because when I was reading through it, and I do have, I've always had dogs, and that was my initial whoop, okay, well, will my dog listen to her? If you're out in the wilderness and they get pack mentality, would they take off? But that's me being a city dog owner, right? I think this is such a very different thing, because when he does get out with me, he freaking loves it. And let's just say it, it's therapy. It's absolute nature therapy. And the dogs, the way they connect, my dogs, when you have that bond. So I think if that's where you were kind of heading, like that, the trust, the patience, the understanding that there's something greater at play.
Way greater at play.
Yeah.
Because these dogs are high energy, very high energy, and they're seeking. they're, because we humanize our dogs, love it, do it,
Yes.
right? But they need an outlet for what they were bred for, right? Or at least a variation thereof. They need to be in seeking behavior. They need to sniff. They need to explore. They need to know that they're safe and they can settle down. When I decide we're going to do a water break, like that's 15 minutes. And they all understand, oh, well, no one else is alarmed.
Right.
So yeah, let's just chill in the grass. So I do very little, really. The dogs are teaching each other.
Wow.
So I have a lot of anxious dogs, and they're riding in the car, and they're anxious, and then they're looking around, and everybody's like, "What's your problem?"
Yeah.
Like, what are you
We're
so
good.
freaked out about? There's nothing. We're so they just learn new habits. They learn from each other. They teach each other. Like Bo especially will be like, "No."
So
That's not what
is
we
he
do
the
here.
alpha? Would you say? Do you use that languaging?
I would say that, definitely. Yeah. And just because him and I are so emotionally in sync, he knows exactly. He knows my tone. He knows my footsteps. He knows what I want.
Yeah.
And he also knows how far he can push me.
Yes, the little boundaries that they like to push, right?
Yes.
Well,
That's why he
they
has
are
a
children.
Yes, and he has a GPS on, so that's why.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I
They
think
do.
we kind of went over this, but the first adventure that you went on was with this little soul pup of yours, and now he's part of the pack. So does he come still often?
3 days a week.
Oh, 3 days a week. I think you
Religiously.
might have said that. So he's the guy. He knows this. He built this business with you. He's right there.
Absolutely. And it happened that way because he was so hard to manage. He would fight other dogs. He was resource guarding.
Interesting.
He would scream and howl the entire time. Like his parents were like, "You're going to need earplugs." And I'm like, "What? What?" Until I rode with him and he just loses it the entire time. So with consistency, he knows every time he gets in the vehicle with me, he's going to get what he needs. We're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
He's going to run at least 10 kilometers, and then he's going to go home and have a drink and nap.
Yeah.
So he's comfortable in our arrangement. There's comfortability in it because he understands,
Yes.
right? There's no wondering. So it's just like, but he still bow wows if he likes to be, well, they all want to be in the driver's seat. But he likes to be, his ideal position is with his head out the sunroof, standing like on the console.
Checking it out.
Yes.
It's the wind in the ears.
wind.
Yeah, and the lips.
Yeah, this optimal sniffs from
Yes.
up there. But if he's not there, then he's like annoyed. So they tell me where they're going to sit, really.
Interesting.
And it's to my benefit to listen to them.
I was just going to say that because if I would imagine this is a good exercise in not needing to be in control because they already have their rhythm. They have their knowing amongst themselves, and then you just have to follow.
Right.
Right. But then that leads me to sort of the next question of like when you head out with your pack, how do you know that they're going to trust you? So as the dog owner, do you have like a process? Do you get to know the dog first? Do you meet the mom, the dad, and the dog? Like,
Yes.
what's that? Okay.
Yeah. I go to your home.
Okay.
And then, like, I have an intake or assessment.
Sure.
Just triggers what you'd like to see improvement, what's happening, generalities. And then I'll meet the dog in its environment. The first couple walks, I'll have them on a long lead.
Yeah.
Just until I'm comfortable. Like, it doesn't even take a full 2-hour hike for them to understand that this is what we do.
Yeah.
A triple whistle means come back, but it's not serious.
Yeah.
It's not like a yell that's getting more serious.
We have escalated.
We're escalating, right? So yeah, and they're just, whenever they come back to me, it's just love and praise and yay.
Yeah.
Right? So it's always a good thing for them to come back to me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then so they just do what the others do. Like, come on, we gotta go.
Right. And it works.
It works.
I love that you do go and meet them first, because that was one thing I was thinking, okay, like how do you even know the dog? And they all have such interesting little personalities, and we're protective of our little beasts, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's important. How do you build the level of trust? We talked about that. You meet them, you meet the parent.
Mm-hmm.
When you're bringing them in to meet the other dogs that are going to be on the walk, what does that look like?
I'll make my pack smaller. It's like my discovery hike. So I'll always take, unless it's a male, I'll take Bo. Just because I'm comfortable. So I have my 2 or 3 main dogs that I don't even have to worry about.
Right.
So I'll always include at least 1 or 2 of them on that hike. And, the first couple times there might be a treat reward. Mm-hmm. Typically, I don't. Like, after they just know that I'm fabulous, I don't need to reward them with treats anymore, right?
Yeah.
Because you just never know what's going to upset their stomach or hear, so it's just best not to. And
you know what, you did say one thing, you said triggers. And so we had talked a little briefly about glimmers. Is that glimmers versus triggers?
Yes.
Or is that, yeah? Can you tell us more about that?
Glimmers is a new thing, and I can't even remember where I heard it, but it just really kind of hit on me. And we're kind of faced with negativity. Mm-hmm. So when you're looking for something positive, even simple things like the dog's running at full speed, that's a glimmer. Like the leaves changing, that's a glimmer. Like, so I'm looking for things that are just joyful and natural.
So this really was a business born out of your own understanding of yourself, needing these things and taking yourself out to the woods and taking yourself out to find those gratitudes, those glimmers, those moments of grace, and then just bring these dogs along to expand that. Am I hearing right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't know that this was ever a plan.
Right.
It was just, my hairdresser, I'm going to walk my hairdresser's dog. So I started walking my hairdresser's dog. And then her neighbor, and it just, and then I talked to this guy. I see his dog acting wild in the dog park. I'm like, hey.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I can help you. And then her neighbor, sorry, excuse me. Okay. So it's just evolving, and I'm allowing it to evolve at its own rate.
Yeah, the allowing.
The pushing and the forcing and the expectations and the financial drive and all those things I'm just letting them fall away.
Yeah. I think that's a good sort of insight. I know we're not going to go into like business planning, but because I am speaking to a lot of business owners, there is sort of a theme of that once you sort of find the thing that lights you up and you just make sort of this conscious progression in that direction, the things all seem to come together. When there is a chase for, I'm going to start a business that's going to make me the most money, the most praise, the most fame, whatever you want to call it, if the passion isn't there, then it fizzles out. And I can feel it off of you that this is your jam. Being like,
100%.
were you a hiker before? Were you like a wilderness person? No.
I was like, I'm not walking up that hill. Like, no. And then I was like, hey, I'm going to walk up that hill.
Yeah.
If what you're doing, what you've been doing, your decision-making process, your thought patterns, if they don't change, nothing changes.
Yeah, the definition of insanity.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
So you have to grow the confidence and deal through the fear, because I am full of fear. Failure, success, all these goofy things that we have somehow clung on to
Yeah.
in our world. So if those things, like, I'm consciously and actively trying to change my thinking, change my trying to eliminate expectations.
Oh, that's a huge one.
Right?
I would imagine you can't expect the dogs to do what you can hope, and you can expect, I don't even want to use the word expect, but you can work with them together cohesively so that the result comes. But when you're expecting a dog, I know
to
this to be
behave a certain
mine,
way. Yeah, no thanks.
not like children. They're going to go, yeah, no thanks. Yeah.
I don't even bother talking to them for the first half an hour. Once I let them out of the truck, it's like just absolute blissful chaos. Nobody's
Blissful
listening.
Chaos. I love it. Blissful chaos. It's like jumbo shrimp.
Right,
It's blissful
exactly.
chaos.
And it's fantastic to watch. And then I get my backpack on because I carry all the water. And then I have to make sure I have my phone here and my this there. So they're just going honky, bananas, getting their yips out. And then when I'm ready, I'm like, this way.
And away we go.
And away we go. Oh. They know what this way means, and they also know what that way means.
Yeah.
Because we stop at forks. It just makes sense. It makes me more comfortable that if I come to a fork in a road and 3 dogs were ahead of me, I just have to wait there. And I call them.
Yes.
We're not going that way. We're going this way. And then they all come and they go that way.
And they know. I think that screams to just how in tune you would have to be with the dogs, and the fact that you are super conscious about the safety of the animals. Mm-hmm. Pardon me. And where they're going to end up ultimately needs to be with your direction. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not in control, but I'm still in control.
Yes. I wonder what a different word we could use, because you don't really feel like a control person, but you're definitely the leader. Like, I like that, the pack leader. You're allowing them to express themselves. You're allowing them to be who they are. Their personalities are okay with you.
Everything is okay.
Yeah, everything.
Essentially, everything they want to do is fine with me. Like, I celebrate that.
Yeah.
Where's the squirrel? Get that squirrel.
Get the squirrel.
Get the squirrel.
Yeah.
Go find a forest treasure. Lucy.
Yeah.
She'll find a tennis ball in the middle of nowhere and bring it to me.
What a gift.
Time. Yeah, I've lost my mitten. Next walk, I'll purposely go the same spot. She will bring me that mitten.
Love her. So she's your finder.
Yeah, she's my finder.
Do you get super attached to these dogs?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Bo, he went up to Alaska for 3 months, and I was lost because he was I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
I knew what I was doing 3 days a week. I was concerned. I was like, I wonder if he's going to relapse. You know what I mean?
Bad behavior.
I wonder if his dad's taking care of how much exercise is he getting. He better be getting a lot of exercise or he's going to lose it. Yeah. So I'm all on and on and on and on. And I'm like, oh yeah, right, he's not mine.
Yeah, but he's got a piece of your heart, and I would imagine you have a piece of whatever I'm trying to say, the opposite of.
Yeah. We have a very deep bond.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, he was the beginning, right? Like, he's sort of what kind of started it. The fact that somebody just posted an ad and you answered it, and away you go, and here's this business. Yeah. I also, just to circle back, I love the idea of just being at someone's house and grabbing a Sharpie and writing on the fridge. I think some of the best businesses or some of the best passion projects or ideas are born that way. And you referenced this earlier, when we get out of our way, when we calm the nervous system and the fear-based thinking that will always creep up the small part of the brain, the amygdala,
Yep.
overriding the prefrontal cortex. And we stay in that. That is where it all sort of converges. And I love, can I share what you said when I got here about this interview?
Oh, sure, please.
When I saw the post, I was looking for people to guess. You're like, that sounds horrible. I have to do it. Right? So it speaks to who you are.
And my palms are like wringing wet.
Yeah. But it
if-
speaks to who you are, right?
Sure.
That you're going to take a bit of a leap. And I bet you the dogs love that too.
Oh, definitely. You should see where I take some of these dogs.
Yeah.
Like if I need a rope to climb up a rock face, and then I have to reach down and like haul up this
Yep.
King Charles Spaniel that I thought was a good idea to bring today. Because he's my little dude. That's Cody.
Yeah.
He's 2 days a week, and he's always right here. I never need to worry about his location.
Right.
And he is a trooper. I tell him he's dogly. I give him permission.
Yeah.
Go.
Aw.
Go. Right?
Test your little boundaries,
Yeah,
dog.
and when he
wait.
just
The body vibrates.
Oh my God, he's so cute. And he's running just full speed ahead, ears, and he's just
Yeah.
the joy of watching a dog
Yeah.
like just bust out and start running.
And being themselves, like that's what I sort of feel like. It's like you're taking down all of those walls and boundaries and the societal norms of how you should walk your dog, and they're feeling it too, and all of a sudden they're free.
Yeah.
Right? What a beautiful gift. Yeah. I think people need it. I think maybe you need to start a people walking business. Maybe there is one out there somewhere.
I've taken a few. I've taken a few with me.
Yeah.
And I always would welcome a dog's mom to come with me, 100%, because it's not only a connection with that dog, it's a connection with that family.
Yeah.
Right? Like I walk this dog. I also house sit
Right.
because we have a connection. They trust me. The dog trusts me.
And knows you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's deeper than, it's like a nanny kind of.
For sure. And I think for the people that are thinking of hiring you for your services, that's such an important piece to know that you will have the relationship with them as well. Mm-hmm. Like when you drop your child off to daycare or to school, or when you have like released this cherished little being into the care of somebody else, you got to know that this person is really genuinely invested and genuinely cares. And that, I mean, I can feel that the listeners are going to feel that is who you are.
Yes.
Yeah. And that makes a big difference to have, you're like another little part of their family. And if they go away, they already have a potential little doggy sitter.
That's correct. Because
who wants to put them in a kennel? No shade against kennels.
No shame.
But
just not for every dog.
Not for every dog. Yes, that is absolutely true. Those little anxious dogs that need to stay in their homes, right? Mm-hmm.
And the dog daycares also, like no shame there, but some dogs are just not successful doing that type of activity, if you will.
Well, and it's intense.
And there's a difference between tiring out a dog and fulfilling a dog. If they're just running and there's no structure and there's chaos and there's there's no point.
No work for the dog.
No work. They're just flitting about. They're just tired.
Yeah.
But if they've come for a hike with me and, we've got 10 kilometers and they've sniffed the squirrels in the trees and this and that, and they've swam and they've gone in the puddles and they've sniffed each other and, they've just had an amazing 2 hours or whatever. Sometimes I'm like, do you need your dog back at a certain time? Because I'm going to be longer today.
Yeah.
And because I'll decide to go do a 4-hour hike.
Wow.
So it's as long as someone's along for the ride to enjoy.
Yeah.
It's perfect for me. It's perfect. And I don't want a whole bunch of dogs. I want pack harmony and the protection of my present pack is my priority.
Wow. That is, we'll just take a moment to let that sink in. Like, I just feel like this is something so much bigger than just dog walking, right? For you, it definitely is. And almost all my notes are about that. We've covered like just about everything. But I think this rolls so perfectly into what Happy on Purpose is. Like, it's about a community. It's about getting out of that individualistic mentality. And through the dogs, that's what I'm hearing is we can do all the things as humans. We can run around, do our jobs, try to do the tasks. We can be tired when we go to bed because we are stressed out and maxed out and burnt out. There's a big difference between when you are doing something that you love, that is innate, and that is the wisdom of your within, that you go to bed tired but fulfilled. And that's what I'm hearing the dogs are coming home. If they're not stress tired, they're, I think you said blissed out, right? Or bliss something fulfilled. Yeah. That then the owners also can maybe relax in that, not having to worry when they come home that they haven't done something good for their dog.
Absolutely. And the dog, now if they choose to take it for an evening walk, the chances that they're going to yank on the leash are way lower. The chances they're going to bark at all these other dogs. So all of these stimulations, I try and allow them just to get used to them. Like, never mind it. I say that a lot. Never mind, never mind, never mind. If someone's coming, never mind. So I prefer they ignore everything except for us.
Yeah, that makes sense. Stay in the moment.
Yes, that's none of your concern.
Yeah, we've got this. We're on our path. We are going and doing this thing. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
You know, shiny object over there. Unless it's a squirrel. Because we know if it's a squirrel, that's a girl.
And they're 0 for 3,000 so far. So that's perfect.
Yeah. So we have covered just about everything on my list, but I'm not ready to wrap this up yet. The last question was, and we may continue on after this one, but what's next for Okanagan K9 Adventures? Any new dreams on the horizon? I did see briefly there might be a bus in the dreams.
There will be a larger vehicle.
Yeah.
Yes. The vehicle I'm using now, it's a canopy in the back, and I prefer the dogs have heat.
Yeah.
In the winter.
That's fair.
So I'm getting a big SUV.
Wonderful.
And other than that, we will find out together where it goes.
See how it evolves.
Yeah.
Because now, you know, if everybody and their dog is going to show up, see what I did there? I'm so clever. They're going to be calling and saying they want this for their animal. And then you're going to be too busy. You might have to bring on some new people. So that's where my head goes. I'm like, how do we help more dogs and more people? And how do we do that?
Just bring them to me. Just bring them to me.
Yeah. Okay. That's the answer. That's the answer right
there. Bring them to Okanagan K9 Adventures.
Right. Do you do any like webinars or do you do any trainings online? Is there right now? Are you just sort of that tangible walking the dogs and house sitting?
I'm doing that. I'm still learning myself.
Yeah.
So I'm not versed enough to give, in my opinion, to give too much advice or do webinars and things like that. I feel like I'm still a rookie at it.
Even at that though, but I think your business is more in the moment anyways. So if anything, it would just be, you know, I've seen little snippets of you out with the dogs walking and just sort of being able to join in on that, the photos. Because, you take photos for the moms and dads.
I do.
And the family members. I'm sure they love that.
Yeah. Who doesn't like get a midday text of your dog having the best time ever with Auntie Marlo?
Absolutely. That's why those video cameras, the home cameras and the dog cameras, and you can pop them a treat and you talk because we want to know. We want to know they're okay.
And I want to see. Halloween's coming up. So I have a few costumes.
Okay.
I know. I don't want to say too much. much there, but
We'll have to go on on their. Would you put them on your Facebook or you Instagram?
probably both.
Probably both. Okay.
Yeah, I
What's
will.
your Facebook page?
Okanagan K9 Adventures.
Okay. And
They're
what is your Instagram?
same.
Okanagan
Okanagan K9 Adventures.
And what's
It's
your
lime
website?
green. Okanagan
Nugget K9 Adventures. So this is easy. This is
Yes.
going to be easy to find you. That's wonderful.
And lime green's my color, so
Yeah, I actually took a picture of your logo on your truck. So we'll put that in the comments too, so that people know how to get a hold of you.
cool.
If you're
Yeah,
okay with that.
absolutely. Text
Yeah.
me. I'm pretty available.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for now, right?
For now.
Because winter's coming. We don't like getting out walking our dogs, so we'll just send them with you.
I've
Hope you have-
already ordered my heated little hand things.
Yeah,
And
good.
for my feet.
So you're
So
ready.
I'm ready for winter.
You're ready
I'm
for winter
You
adventure.
bet.
That's amazing. One last thing about that. So do the people that want to use your services need to bring the dog to you? Do you go pick them up? Is that part of the vehicle?
I pick them up.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
I pick them up
up.
and I bring them home.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah,
wonderful.
It's full service.
And then do you have a specific idea of where you go in the morning, or do you just kind of go with where you're feeling the pack?
Depends how many dogs I have. The more dogs I have, the farther away I tend to go. And which dogs I have. So if Bo lives out in Coldstream,
Okay.
so I do a lot of Noble Canyon, King Eddie, Blue Nose, parts of the park in off season.
Right.
Yeah,
Follow your nose, so to speak.
we do, and there's thousands of trails.
Yeah.
Thousands.
It's the Okanagan, for crying out loud.
my
We
God,
can
there's
find some
thousands.
trails, right? Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we are kind of at our time. We try to stay within 30 minutes. So I'm just going to wrap it up. This has been so awesome. I feel like we could have we've just met.
Yeah.
But I feel like we would sit here and drink
just might.
delicious cookies and tea and whatever. So Marlo, thank you for bringing us into your world where purpose has muddy paws and joy runs off leash. For those listening, maybe today is a reminder that we all need space to roam, to shake off the noise, find our rhythm, and reconnect with what's natural in us. If you'd like to see what these adventures look like, you can visit Okanagan K9 Adventures online or on social media, which we said already. Once again, it's all Okanagan K9, K and the number 9 Adventures, and you'll be able to find it. And you can put Marlo Magee, Okanagan K9 Adventures, and you'll find her.
Yes.
So, dear listener, may your next walk or even just your next breath of fresh air carry a little of that wild happiness within it. Until next time, keep choosing joy on purpose.